Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 18th episode of the Strange Audition Show, presented by the BJ Show. I'm your host. We've got so many sports to share with you, maybe even some extra ones. We'll be down later down the track as well. So we've got so many finals of the NBL1, finals such as grand final. Stay tuned. We'll have all the previews, results, might be even a bonus episode. We will also share the latest of the cricket news with all the latest updates of the NRLW, as well the NRL. Let's start the show as we got so much to cover. So as I mentioned, we'll start off with the T20 cricket between the Australia and South Africa series. So, we'll start off on the 10th of August, we were at Maunga Stadium, which is in Darwin, for the Australians versus South Africa T20 tour. And well, for this game, it was Australia taking the first game, which it was the final score, all out for 178, defeated 9 for 161. So 17-run victory to Australia. So if you want to go and check all this out, go to Cricket Australia on search under Google or cricketaustralia.com.au. So we also have game number 2. So we've done 2. It's a 3-game series. I thought it was a 2-game series, but it came to South Africa taking the win with the final score 7-18. Good, decent score for South Africa, defeating Australia all out for 165. So not as great than the first game. We also had South Africa winning by 53 runs, with leading to 1-all tie after best for 2. So well done to Australia and South Africa, won each game. We do have the third and final game on for the T20 series, which is held at Kaiser Stadium in Cairns. The series as 1-all, as I mentioned. The winner will take the series. The date for the T20 game is on the 16th of August, and the time is 6:45. So just like that, we'll look forward to who the next time on the Strange Sport Edition show, who wins the series. So let's now move on for some NRL. So the men's, we start off with results, then the preview. So we come to round 23 for the NRL, and we've got 8 games to share. We come to the first game to start with Storm and the Bogans. I thought this was going to be a big game, but Storm took a very comfortable 22-2 victory. Game 2, Panthers and the Knights. Well done to the Panthers, taking the win 48-12. Another comfortable victory. The Raiders and the Sea Eagles. Well done to the Raiders, taking the 28-12 victory. Game 4, Dragons and the Sharks. Well done to the Dragons, taking a 22-14, 8-point victory. It's very close, and believe me, it's close. But we have the Dolphins and the Roosters. Well done to the Roosters, taking a 64-12, another strong victory. We come to game number 6, the Bulldogs and the Warriors. Well done to the Bulldogs, 32-14. Game 7, we have the Titans and the Rabbits. Well done to the Rabbits, taking the win and first win in a very long time, not the year, and a victory 20-18. And the final going Eels and the Cowboys. Well done to the Eels, holding on to 19-18 victory, with enjoying your bye. That's it. West Tigers taking the bye for this round. Round 24, we have for the NRL previews. Panthers and the Storms with the win. Warriors and the Dragons. Warriors with the win. Roosters and the Bulldogs. Roosters with the win. And, well, Roosters big win, and as well Bulldogs also a good win. I'm going, as I mentioned, Roosters with the win. Sharks and the Titans. Sharks with the win. Brokers and the Dolphins will taking the Brokens with the win. Robbers and the Eels. Rabbit with the win, and hope they go back to back. West Tigers coming off the bye. They will take on the Sea Eagles, and Sea Eagles, unfortunately, I will have to go and take them with the victory. And the Cowboys and the Knights. we have the Knight as to win this game. Raiders enjoy the week off. We got round 6 NRLW, them previews for round 7. Dolphins and Sharks, here we are. Well done to the Sharks taking a 20-6 win. Knights and West Tigers, well done Knights taking a 30-6 victory. Bulldogs and the Warriors, well done Warriors taking a 34-6. Titans and the Roosters, well done to the Roosters taking a 24-8. Next game, it is the Raiders versus the Brokens. Well done to the Brokens taking a 44-28 victory. Eels and the Cowboys, well done Cowboys with the 14-10 over the line. And we now come to round 7 previews for the NRLW. Sharks and the Titans, I'm going with Sharks to win. I'm going to, next game is the Brokens and the Eels taking each other with Brokens with the win. We'll hope to take the win. Warriors and the Raiders, Warriors with the win. West Tigers and the Dragons, West Tigers with the win. Roosters and the Knights, I'm going with the Knights. Cowboys and the Bulldogs, I'm going with the Cowboys. And that's well done for all the results and previews. As for the NRL, NRLW, we'll see you all in next time on the Strange Audition Show. We come to the basketball, the grand final previews. Well, we also have a 20 finals for one of the conference. And it is the NBL1, the National Basketball League ones, the pre-summer competition here in Australia. We start off, well, the Western Conference, so they're on the 20 finals at the moment. All 4 games are now locked in. Now, this is all to do with all conferences, all 4 or 5 conferences of each part of Australia of NBL1 will be having all their previews for the grand finalists as well the 20 finals in the Western Conference. So, it is in Perth with the Western Conference. We have the 20 finals. We have 3 games. Technically now we have 4 games. The 1 game will be on the 17th. The rest are from the 16th of the 8th, 2025. We have 3 games and previews, which will have 4 games to share. So, right on your screen, we have the women's competition 20 finals. And we have the Cookburn Tongas take on Pretty Lake Hawks. That's game 1. Game 2, which is White Seniors take on the Manhunt Magic. I'm going to say that the first on the left, I said it's the home and they're away. I'm going to say Perry Lake Hawk to take on the Warwick Centers for the 2 NBL1 Western Conference Grand Final. That's the women's grand final. My predictions for that. We have the men's competition. The same thing. The Warwick Seniors take on the Rockingham Flames. And we've got Wellington's Tigers take on the Groton's BE Conkers. And I'm taking on Warwick Centers and Groton B Cookers for the men's 1 Western Conference Grand Final. This is it. All games, but that one will be held the 16th, 17th. Keep your eye out for all the grand finalists. We will have all the winners as this is it. So, we now go from now. We'll see you all soon for the Western Conference. We have now got the 2025 NBL Grand Finalists. But the Western Conference, we'll see you all very soon for that. Preview for the North, East, South and Centrals will be the West Conference. The West Conference is within the 20 finals as I just shared that. We also will share that in the next time, but stay tuned for all the NBL Grand Final, well, all the results and championships of all time. So stay tuned for that and we'll wrap up with all that for the NBL1 2025 season and we'll reach into the NBL 26 season, which I can't wait to look forward to sharing that each week. So we are starting off with now the grand final for the Northern Conference. All games are shared on the 16th of August. So stay tuned for all that. We are going to share each grand final. The women's will be starting off with 3 games. So for all the from west, south, east, north, and wherever I say south, and as well central, all the grand finalists I would like to thank and wish them all the best. Go well, be competitive, and let the best team win. I would like to start off with the women's conference competition as we start, as I mentioned, the North competition. So we have the Southern District Spurs and take on the Logan Thunder. So the winner I am going to choose is the Southern District Spurs. Best of wishes for that. Now the men's competition, Brisbane Capitals versus Southern District Spurs. Unfortunately, the men's will take the Brisbane Capitals will take the wins. And the Northern Conference is the Queensland competition. So best of luck. The eastern part of conference, which this is held in, my understanding, Sydney of New South Wales. One winner with all the best for both grand finals, and they'll play on the 16th of August. We start on the women's grand final, and I am going to hear and share the Manly Wingers. The Eagles take on Centre of Excellence. The Manly Wingers, the Eagles will take the win. The men's conference, Hawks take on Canberra Gurmies. Hawks will take the NBL grand final, and I think it'll be a good game to watch. We now move on to the Southern competition, and that is in Melbourne. So, one winner, as I mentioned, both played on the 16th of August. Let's get straight into this. Is the women's grand final. Geelong United take on Kent Rangers. Geelong United to take the women's grand final, and this is for the men's grand final. We have the Sandringham Sobers take on the Melbourne Tigers. I'm going to say Melbourne Tigers. Being about that team, it's great to see that team in the NBL1 competition, especially in the Southern Conference. So best of luck to Melbourne Tigers for the men's and Geelong United for the women's. Now we've been waiting for the Central Conference, which is held in South Australia. One winner, that's it. Now, unfortunately, the teams I've chose for the women, not for the men. This is a completely different comp now. Both winners are in. Well, my opinion, and that's all I need to say. One winner. All play on the 16th of and the 17th for the pre-final in Western Conference. The first game and the only one, we have one winner, which is Sturt versus Woodville Warriors. This game is for the women's grand final. Best of luck for the men's grand final, Central District Lions and the West Adelaide Bearcats. These were not favourites to win to make the grand final. Forestville Eagles. My goodness, they were unforbeatable. All both men's and women's. I put them into my grand final, and wow. So for the women's conference, for the Central Conference competition, I'm going for Sturt. They've been a good team, but the legend of Ellen Phillips playing Woodville Warriors adds me a little bit more touch to bring her as the champion. So I'm going with Woodville Warriors to win the game. Central District Lions, West Adelaide Bearcats. Look, I like it. I've never seen these two to play in the grand final. They have West Adelaide Bearcats have to do the hard way, and my goodness, they took on Forestville Eagles, and they took on an absolute ripper, and they took the game on. Well done to both Central District Lions and West Adelaide Bearcats, but I am going for West Adelaide Bearcats. I think they have rights. They will take the win. Best of luck. And now the Australian Baseball League will be coming soon. That's it. The BBL, Big Blush League, which is a cricket comp. The NA League. It's the Australian New Zealand competition. I can't wait to share with you all these sports. And as part of the NBL 26, the basketball as well. That will be all coming soon right here on the BJ Show. We are now done with all the previews for the Grand Final NBL1 2025. I wish all the winners, which will be, cannot wait to see what happens. I am wishing with the Western Conference we'll see who will play in the Western Conference Grand Final for the NBL1 2025 champion. And I will be sharing that all on the previews, as well sharing all the results all in one episode. So stay tuned for that. Okie dokie. Thank you so much for listening and sharing. Much I have enjoyed sharing this episode with you all. It's been a pleasure and honor to share this sports. But stay tuned for all there's more extra Strange Audition Show as well. Well, the T20 International, as well, the Test Series, as well. I'm sorry I mentioned to say that, but that will be all included for this show. Thank you so much. keep listening to the latest episode. We have the BJ Show Award Show coming soon. Stay tuned. It's going to be the best and my only biggest show we'll have ever received. As Aidan mentioned before,
I'll tell you now, but we both come up with our own awards as we've done the last few years. But one thing that the people may not know is these are completely secret ballots. We don't know each other's awards until the day, so we don't have a clue of what each other's going for either. And that's one of the fun things about the award show at the end of the year is celebrating the year of football that we've had, but just seeing who comes up with what for their awards. So that's something to look forward to.
And last on the Aussie BJ Show Footy Show, that Aidan and myself, BJ, will be having our own awards such as the All-Australian 2 times, so 2 All-Australian teams. We'll have our best player for the year, Mark Goal. So that's just a little bit, but we do not know who of each award goes down to the wire, making it a little bit more fun. That will be going on YouTube and podcasts. So make sure wherever you get your podcasts, make sure you listen. And what epic as well, many exciting episodes to come. Alright, that's all now. BJ Show is out. Thanks for listening. We're out. See you soon.